Hello everyone, I'm River Fox and welcome to the channel, and this is the Twine Peaks Endurance build series. This will be a series of videos which I will showcase each of the amplifiers in Twine Peaks and the builds that I have set up for them. Now this will work in both your Storm Shield defenses and your endurance runs, and some of the designs are my own unique designs. Some I have got from other YouTubers online, so if I do know who the author of those designs is, I will link them in the description down below. There will also be a link in the description for the Twine playlist, which will cover all of the videos in this series. And there will also be some links of my Discord and Twitter accounts, so if you do have any free time, please do check them out. These have taken a really long time to build and test and get everything set up, and it's going to take a really long time to go through each of the videos as well. So if you do buy anything from the Fortnite store, please consider using code RiverFox, as it will help me out a great deal. And if you do go on to enjoy the content, then don't forget to hit that like down below and smash that subscribe before you go. If you turn on the notification bell, then you will always get updated of all my content when it comes out. But without further ado, we are going to get straight into the Twine Peaks Endurance build. Okay, now this amplifier is called the Pit amplifier, and for my case it is the F amp, and it is the one to the west of your home base, your home shield, which is all the way over there. So this is actually a fantastic build, and I do have to give full credit to Cosmic Bshad for this video. I will link him down in the description down below, because this build is pretty much an identical of his build. So I'm not gonna give you a full thorough walkthrough on this. I'm going to link his video in the description, because he literally gives you a step-by-step guide on how to build this, and it works really well. So I'm just going to give you a sort of basic walkthrough for this one. Now you will have your lava ball, which is going to pop over here. You will have another one over there, which I might add is an absolute pain in the backside to get that to shift. I have shifted this lava ball 20 times. For some unknown reason, I will spend 2 hours getting everything exactly as it needs to be, and I will leave my storm shield. I'll come back the next time, and for some annoying reason, the lava ball has moved itself back again and destroyed half of my structures. So it is an absolute pain to build, but once you have got it set up, and once that lava ball does decide it is going to stay, then this build is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, so you will have one lava ball that will spawn down here, which is no problem. You don't need to shift that one at all. Your spawn points will be around this area here, with the occasional one a little bit further forward along there. So that is where they will spawn. So we're going to go over to our left hand side first, and this is the side which is the absolute pain for building, but you will have these walls along here, which you've got, let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, you've got 4 walls along there, which will take it right to the edge of this, and behind this, yep, too far, you will have either stairs or edited cones in this direction. You will have them all the way behind that. Now there won't be, I don't believe, let me have a look, No, there won't be any floors under these ones. You don't need any floors on them at all. So that will bring you to the end of this piece, and you will place a wall launcher in that spot to fling anything back out that tries going in through there. On the next row across, you will have the same, but this one will have a floor pieces going along these into the end, which will fetch you to the edge of this sort of rock here. Now on the next row across, you are going to leave this one blank. You need to make sure that one is left blank. Just block that little piece off there with a wall, a floor and a pyramid on the top, just to make sure that nothing is going to want to go up that way and stand up there flinging towards your amplifier. The next two here then, these will have a blank floors in these as well, and you would just have your stairs or pyramids on that one. This square, you need to make sure that you do have a solid floor in this one with an edited cone pointing to the southwest, and that will be that row. And if I pop down here, now on this wall on the end here, you will have a launcher. Now on the next row, you're going to have a broadside on that side. You will have a ceiling zapper on there, and you will have the edited cone, which will be pointing to the northwest. So that is there. Now this is where it gets complicated and where it has caused me so much problems. But you will have in this box here then, you will have the edited floor like that, and it must be in that direction, and you will have the edited cone which will be pointing to the south. And then put a wall in on that spot. For this one here, you are going to have your stairs or your edited cones like this with no floor pieces, and surround those then with walls. Next row along, you will have a edited cone which will be pointing to the southwest, and in this one I can't remember what's under there, and I'm reluctant to change it. Right, there is a solid piece there. Now I've got to make sure I stay in this spot at the moment. You must make sure when you are doing this build that any structures that you place, they must be level 3, and they must have completely finished their building before you move from that spot. If you do move when this is still repairing itself or upgrading, then the lava ball will come and it will move and it will destroy the whole lot, and you will have to start again. So if you do have any problem, any worry when you are building this, one tip I have is never go this direction. Always, once you've done a couple of bits of builds, after a minute or so, go over and activate that lava bomb there. Once that one has activated, you can then come back over, carry on, do a bit more building, and you know the lava bomb will not appear at this spot. But do that every couple of minutes, otherwise if you forget and you go over there to check something and you'll come back, the lava ball hit and it will destroy it all. So that is the best tip I can give you if you want to follow this build. Now the square on the left here, that is going to be an identical as that. It will have a solid floor piece in there, and the cone will be pointing to the southwest. This then will be blank, which this is where the lava ball is going to be hitting in this spot. Next square up here, you will have the same on this one with a solid floor piece in there and the cone pointing to the southwest. This one, you are going to have your cone will be edited into a ramp which will be pointing to the west, and underneath that you are going to have an edited floor which will look like that, and it will be placed in that direction, and that will be the same actually for this square and this square underneath as well. So make sure you do get those right. And for the cone in this box as well, will be pointing to the west. And next one along here, again the cone will be pointing to the northwest, and make sure that it does go in that spot. And the last one down here, now in Cosmic Bishad's video, he did have another cone down here as well. I kept finding, I don't know whether that was the cause of it or whether it was something else, but I kept finding that my lava bomb kept on shifting, having something down there. So my opinion, don't place anything in that spot. So that is for that block off on that section. Again, do check his video. He will give you a step-by-step guide in placing each of those structures. So if we move over to the right over here, now, as I said earlier, we do have a floor piece there with an edited cone on there, which that won't affect your lava bomb shift, but that is literally just to stop things wanting to smash through this and get in. Now, do place a gas trap under this one, because if they do come under here trying to bash away at this, then they will be taking constant damage from the gas trap, so it will prevent them from wanting to settle under there to bash at walls. Now on this square here, you're going to have a wall launcher on this spot, and I can't get in there. There we go. And in here, of course, you've got your floor underneath with the gas trap on, so you just have a cone on top of that. And this one over here, then you will have your edited cone, which this time will be pointing to the southwest, and you will have two edited floor pieces there, and you've got two wall launchers. And this is the main part then of where we are pushing them around to go to the amplifier. So you will have another 3 wall launchers along here, which you are going to have 3 wooden floor spikes along the bottom as well. And if they will get flung down here, so if they do come down here, then you are going to have a floor spike there and a wall launcher there, which will be flinging them all the way down here. Now, I have noticed quite a bit that they will get flung down there, they will even get flung down here, and I don't know, it's really weird how it works, because most of the husks, if they land in the lava, will automatically die and then respawn back at the respawn point. Smashers and blasters, for some reason, do seem to be able to walk along this lava without dying, which is pretty odd and strange, because if you didn't know, if you land on that lava, you will just die instantly and have to respawn. But yeah, they will just wander around. But even though they're not dying to the lava, they will just wander around in there and wander back and forth, which means it is no longer a problem. You don't need to worry about them. You will also get a lot of husks which will sort of wander back and forth around this. They will sort of wander to the edge as though they are looking to find a way around, and then they will wander back over this way and they will look at this edge, and they will do that quite a lot, and then when they finally realize that they can come up this ramp, they will come back up this ramp and they will come along here, and then they will get hit by the launcher and they will get flung back down there. So we do have this one here, which is just a box behind here with a backward ramp piece in there, which will just sort of strengthen that up. When we get to the other side of this, then you'll understand a little bit more. So they will get to this point. Now we do have our lava shield up along here, which is too high, and of course it comes around the corner around here. But you will have 2 floor launchers here, which if you get any that do sort of, step back looking or whatever, then again they are going to get flung down here as well. If they come around this far, then we have our edited wall piece here, and we will have 3 of these with the wooden floor spikes, 3 of the edited walls, and 3 wall launchers in there. This is just our, it is just a lobber shield. That's all that is for. If they do get then to this point, then they will fall down here. We have another wall launcher on here, which is going to fling them down on that point, and they will have nowhere to go. There is nowhere from down there that they can get back up, so they would just wander around aimlessly. If we do get up this point, now this is the square that I will be placing my base on, which again will strengthen all of this section around here, which is the main area they will be at. And of course, that is our lobber shield. Now under here, we do have a few more bits in case they do ever get through, which I have not known anything to get through at all. Then we've got some edited floors and walls here, and we've also got our ramps in here as well to just strengthen all this section. But it's mainly this is mainly for block off, and I have not known anything to actually get past this point. In fact, I don't think yet anyway that I have even had anything come this far. They have not made it to the end of that tunnel, which is fantastic. From over here is basically a lot more block offs as well, which is basically edited cones and floor pieces underneath them as well, just to stop them wanting to smash all the way through, because as they're going to be spawning down just past this point down here, then they would automatically want to take the shortest route, which is going to be along this direction, because our amplifier is literally all the way down there in that pit, hence the name. So we just have all of these edited pieces here just to prevent them from even getting that far. And yeah, they never go down this way at all. I haven't had anything, even smashers, getting through any of this build. So again, have a check on Cosmic Bishad's video. That will give you a step-by-step on this whole build on how to do that. It is so effective. This section over here, then we do have a ramp. This is mainly for any smashers in the later endurance waves, so that it will take us directly down to the amplifier. Missed that one. And we haven't got loads and loads of builds here because husks are not going to get down this far. They will not make it down. The only things that would ever make it down this far are the smashers. So it's literally just a build really to try and keep them busy and occupied down here, because all the while the smashers are down here, then they're not going to be causing any problems up there, which is the main place that we want for taking out all of the other husks. Now this is a brilliant section here as well, because you do actually have down here a geyser, which if you've never used the geysers, they are basically like a massive bounce pad, and it works for husks as well. So if any smashers do come along this point and they charge along down here, because they may get sort of, if they make it this far up, they may see some builds over there, and they will go, we're going to charge for that. So they will charge literally all the way across here and land at this point, which they will then get hit in by our launcher, which will then launch them down here. Now we do have this ceiling piece up on the top so that they're not going to get flung too high, and what will happen is they will get flung down, they will hit that piece, flung down, and they will literally just go like that constantly, and that is all they will do. And I have to say, there is nothing more funny than a smasher just flying up and down in there. It is amazing. I do have a few of these little player directional pads placed down just for quick access into this defense, because if you are over the other side of the map, it can take you quite a long time to actually get here and get to place this. But generally what I will do is I will place my base over there. I will come up here and I will literally sit on this spot here. I will just sit in here and you can watch them doing all of their things. You can watch them going back and forth, wandering back up here, going up there, coming and getting lobbed back down again. It is really, really effective. So that is our pit amplifier. As I said earlier, don't forget to check Cosmic Bishad's video. A link for that will be in the description down below. It is a fantastic video. I highly recommend, and it's definitely an underrated YouTuber in my opinion. So do check him out. But that is the pit amplifier. So I hope this does help you out. If it does, don't forget to drop a like down below. Smash that subscribe before you go, and if you turn on the notification bell, then you will always get updated of all my content when it comes out. If you do buy anything from the Fortnite store, please consider using code RiverFox, as it will help me out a great deal. And if you have the time, do check out my Discord and Twitter accounts. The links for those will be in the description down below, along with a link for this Twine Peaks playlist with all of the endurance videos in it. But until the next time, I hope you have a lovely day and stay safe, my friends.